guys, and welcome back to the Director of Football, Non-League to Legend. This is episode 80. We're only 20 away from 100. Oh, it's going well. I'm happy. We've not played any games since we were here last. We just finished off the Monagas and Estudiantes games in the Copa Libertadores and the Copa America 5th round. And now we play our game against Municipal and Racing Club. So, said I'd start on the group for the Copa Libertadores because a win or a draw, basically not losing, will see us into the next round, regardless of what happens in the Real Guerclaso, and Monagas game. Regardless whether their badge is different here than it is here. Oh, hello, car. But like I said, regardless, if we don't lose, we go into the next round, which would be very, very nice. And unfortunately, if we don't make it into the next round, I think we have to leave River Plate in search of a team that are in the Copa Libertadores, because that is the idea. And I would like to win it. Oh, well, ideally I would have won it last year, but we didn't. So we're going for second season, hoping that we can do it this year. I know Municipal beat us the first time around, but I think we could do it against them. We still don't have Cardozo because he's still injured, and Guevara still injured, but he's not necessarily a starter. So we are going to have... Do we keep Morales? Yeah, we keep Morales in goal. Lopez and Aguilar as our wingbacks. Quartara and Milito are going to be playing as our centre-back pairing. Because, as I said, Cardozo is injured. Remedy is going to play as our DM with Luna and Palacios just ahead of him. Rollheiser and Perez Ibanez are going to play out wide. And Belloni up front. Zuccolini misses out just because I don't really have room for him on the bench or in the starting lineup. Plus his contract is up in like a month and a half. So I think he's going to be leaving regardless, because as of yet the Director of Football still hasn't offered him a contract, and I don't think he's going to. It does look like the Director of Football is edging more towards youth rather than experience, which is something I have no problem with. That's the way I'd be doing it as well. So we're just going to go into this game and hope that we can break down their fairly defensive setup that they have, since they're playing 4 across the back, which obviously fairly standard, but they're running with 2 DMs but then 4 up, kind of basically 4 attacking players and 7 defensive players. Could cause us a little bit of issue. We have come up against this a couple of times in the league, but I think we should have the measure of them. In saying that, we've just handed them a goal. Yeah, Jose Contras gets the first, and yes, I am recording. Fan Debbie Dosi. I don't want to be talking away to myself without recording. Who was it that? Rollheiser. It doesn't happen as often as it used to, but that definitely is an issue where one of your players tackles somebody and it just sends an opponent through on goal. But I was thinking about doing maybe a video where I talk about what I'd like to see in FM20. I know it's probably too late to do it now because they would have implemented the majority of what they're going to be doing. But if that's something you'd be interested in hearing, just let me know in the comments below. Palacios, Remedy, Rollheiser, 20 for the season. Rollheiser, he has been in quite good form since I brought him back in ahead of Alanis on the right. But lovely cross by Palacios. Who was it? Like De Gia, but his diving header away. The left winger. Oh. It's not something you normally see from a left winger, like diving in head first, hoping for the best. I'm going to tell lads to get creative because they've not been the best up front. This is one of Baloney's biggest issues where he goes missing an awful lot in games. Actually, is he inconsistent? Doesn't enjoy big matches. This would be a big match, but he's a fairly consistent performer. He's consistently been To be fair, the guy scored so many goals this year. I can't complain too much, but I'm still going to complain. I'm going to tell him I'm far from pleased, but it does seem everyone's playing relatively okay apart from Baloney. But the only change we can really make would be to put Ibanez up there, which is something I will consider because we do have Versace on the bench and they've moved to an even more defensive. Their right winger is now playing left back. That's crazy. I'd never do that. Never would I ever make I'm literally doing it as well. This is fantastic. Morales takes the ball. They're trying to play with more creativity. Oh. What were they doing before? Alright lads, let's just route one the ball. Tony Pulis it. Luna to Rollheiser. That precision pass. Lopez does his best. He loses the ball. We've been fairly sloppy in possession so far. Like, we've had 60% possession, but I thought Palacios was getting sent off there. Perez Ibanez out, but doesn't get to any of our players. Remedy picks it up. Rollheiser back to Remedy. Luna, Remedy whips it all the way across to our left winger who isn't a right, or left back who isn't a right winger. Mix up in the defence, and Baloney, 28th of the season. Yes. That reminds me. The striker we had called Beltran, who complained an awful lot and wasn't really good at football, decided he was going to leave on a free transfer. And I had a meeting with him because he wasn't happy about his lack of first team football, blah, blah, blah. He wanted to terminate his contract. So he is gone. You go bye-bye. Palacios. I'll take Palacios off. I don't want to risk him. He is a rather important player for us. So I'll just take him off and I'll put Luna as our roaming playmaker. Standing there looking down at Palacios going, how could you do this to me? I was probably going to take him off anyway because he was booked. Rollheiser right through the back of his man. Baloney. Pass the ball to Rollheiser. Ibanez. Hits the woodwork. And as it stands, Municipal will go out. Alejandro Gonzalez is on. Whipped. Rollheiser. Beautiful. And Melito. Second goal in as many games. Is it? No. He didn't score in the... as many goals... We didn't even see a highlight. It's the second goal in 2 Copa Libertadores games. I'm going to take Ibanez off for Versace now. Baloney is just going to play on because he's... Rollheiser can move up front if needs be. But as it is, I don't think we need to worry too much about our striker. He's somewhat involved. That's all that matters, really. He's doing stuff. Lopez heads the ball to Remedy. Luna, Versace. From distance. I think the game's after must have bugged out. The fact we didn't get a highlight or a replay in the last goal. And Mario Milito's name is still up there, having scored his second. Beautiful bit of passage. And then Versace. The curl on that. Versace is amazing. We are going to praise the lads because they're doing quite well. They've taken off the right winger and brought on a new winger to play left wing back. Versace's 14th of the season. Monegas are losing or winning. Municipal are after scoring a second. It wasn't great defending. We're going to make a quick little change here, and we are going to bring on Mendenez. I'm going to put him on as just standard wing back on support. The usual. I did think about bringing on Alanis for Bologna and putting Rollheiser up front, but I don't know. Rollheiser and Bologna seem to be playing alright. I'll leave them as they are. Lopez with the cross. Versace. A nice floated little header. But as it stands, we are... Monegas have conceded. So, as it stands, Municipal are definitely out again. They've gone between being second in the group to being knocked out to being second again to looking like they are not going to qualify, and that will be a big hit for them because they looked like after they beat us in the first game, it looked like they were on to do the job. But unfortunately, not today. With Monegas and Real drawing, it knocks Municipal out. Penarol have been knocked out as well. And Cruzeiro finished bottom of their group. Is there any other? Estudiantes. Well, to be fair, Sao Paulo and Boca. Not an easy group. The strongest get knocked out. River Plate hammer Municipal. Unprofessional antics. Riviera was the one talking shit, so Palacios is only out for 2 days. That is fine, and we're into the next round. Beautiful. Beautiful. Yeah, we'll come back for the second and final game of this episode and the final game of the season before we move into 27-28, which we don't have I suppose the league season's only finished just under a month ago. So when we get all of that, that'll be interesting to see how we start next season, and who we get in the Copa Libertadores second round. So we'll be back in just a second for the game against Racing, where I'm hoping that we can make up for the fact that we lost to them in the Copa Libertadores final all those months ago, because I haven't forgiven them yet, nor will I ever. But I'll see you guys in just a second. Alright, so we are back for our second round game in the Super League Cup against Racing. As you can see, the quarterfinal is also being played between Boca and Banfield. Nope. No, you can't be up there. So you can tell that there is quite a discrepancy between where we are, having not played our game yet, and the fact that we haven't even played this game, and there's people who've already made it to the semi-final, like Velez and Defensa. So we're gonna have a big amount of congestion coming up in the next, basically for our pre-season is going to be us playing cup games. The team stays pretty much as it was. I'm going to leave Palacios out of this one because he picked up a knock in the last game, and I don't want to risk him, so we're just going to move Luna over to be our roaming playmaker, and Gonzalez moves in to be the box-to-box. Versace comes in for Ibanez as our winger, and other than that, we are flying. Valentini did come and say that he wanted more first team football, and I said no, and he went, oh okay, that's fine. Rollheiser couldn't get him to agree to drop it, so we're just going to just continue with Aguilar because I think he's the better left back. Yeah, we have to be favourites. I didn't really read those questions, but I think that we don't really need to read them, to be fair. We're good enough that we should be winning every game we play. We comprehensively won the league, and the only time Racing Club have really beaten us has been the Copa Libertadores final, and I don't want to talk about it. We do have a few ineligible players, so the two defenders we played in the last game, or that were on the bench in the last game, played in the under-20s game, I think it was. So they're not eligible to play for us today because they played for us, our under-20s team. Gonzalez, it was a terrible goal to score, but it was even worse defending. Just rolled past the keeper. But yeah, they're not eligible to play because they played for the under-20s today. But Versace just passed it up to Gonzalez, just rolls it past the keeper who just lets it go by him. Okay. Yeah, we're just going to tell the lads, just because you're one up doesn't mean you can rest on your laurels. Get creative. Just as I was about to mention, we were behind on possession. We're now no longer behind on possession. And Baca are smashing Banfield. To be fair, Banfield did finish bottom, so you'd expect them to be quite easy opposition for Baca, regardless of whether Baca won the league or not. Which, they didn't, because we did. Rollheiser 360 no scopes the ball, and it went over. I thought, by the way the keeper's arms went up, I thought maybe he'd gotten a touch to it. He had not. But now Racing Club have a throw. Quartara clears it. Remedy runs after it but doesn't get there. Pushing them back but not really doing an awful lot. We're not pressing with the same intensity we normally do, although Rollheiser trips his man but gets away with it. Quartara, don't go back to the keeper. Good job. Punts it forward to Buenos. How did he put that? How did he put that wide? Oh my god. This is surely our highlight. Started with them just about clearing the ball. Gonzalez. That goes over as well. What is going on? Alright, we're coming up on half time. Yeah, Bologna on a 6.5 because of that horrendous attempt. I am not happy. I'm going to tell him that that I have faith in him, because we do have Ibanez on the bench. Perez Ibanez could easily come on. He has scored a not insignificant amount of goals this season. And to be fair, he has been playing mostly on the wing. But he could come on and he could score. Well, like I said, Bologna just needs one attempt and he will bosh it into the back of the net. Milito to Aguilar. Poor pass. Now Racing are just kind of playing it around, buffing their passing stats. Whips in across Morales, plucks it out of the air. I think he's going to want to leave in the summer because he's been complaining about not getting enough first team football. He's played 19 league games or something, or 16 league games. Versace pumps the ball up to Bologna and keeper actually saves this one. Yep, the keeper actually saved it. So Rollheiser with the free or the corner gets cleared away, but Luna picks it up. Luna to Remedy to Gonzalez. Whips it out to Rollheiser. Punts it back in, but overhits it, and Racing Club will run. But never mind, the highlight ends. I'm going to demand more because we've been very poor so far in the second half. Free kick, Luna, pass to Remedy, Gonzalez. A wild tackle that misses. And Racing Club get it clear. We brought less than 6,500 fans to this game. And I think it's a sellout, they were saying. 50,000. Rollheiser. Ooh. Another shot just drifts wide. I am going to take Beloni off for Ibanez. Alana has picked up a knock as well. We did have a couple of injuries in I think it was like 3 days in between the two games. We managed to pick up 2 or 3 injuries as well. Which, obviously not ideal. But if we can win the game, you only need to win it by a goal. But it doesn't... we're really... For the amount of shots we've had, we're really not on top of this game. And how in control we should be. There. I think Racing Club could be the one team that we're... Well, to be fair, we're not at full strength either. We are missing our best centre-back. Our best midfielder. Well, I suppose not. I don't know what he's... Our most creative midfielder is on the bench because he was injured. So he might make an entrance in the next couple of minutes. Ezequiel Lopez. Weird pass to Rollheiser, just keeps it in. Doesn't quite make its intended target, but Versace picks it up and he puts it wide. What do we do? Rollheiser's not playing that well. We don't really have anyone we can bring on for him. Unless we put... No. I'm going to take Remedy off. No, I won't. I don't have anyone. I could bring on Rosales, my 17-year-old DM, but I don't know, it's not the best idea. I don't have anybody I can bring on for Lopez. This bench is... I really did not think... I have 2 players that can play left back, none that can play right back. I will take Luna off and I'll bring on Palacios. Play him as an advanced playmaker. And I'll bring on Valentini to play at left back because Aguilar is getting quite tired. And I'm going to demand more because the last thing we need is more fixture congestion. It looks like we might just about win this. We've had 3 times their shots and only scored 1 goal. To be fair, we've only had 9 of those shots on target. Yeah, this was a very poor game. Very poor. Appreciate the efforts. No, I'm not happy. No, this was Beloni. Performance was dismal. Lopez, not happy. To be fair, Lopez played horrendously. I should have put Zuccolini on the bench, but I decided not to put Rosales on because I thought Rosales might get an opportunity if we were 3 or 4 goals up, and that never happened. So we're into the second round where we play Rosario Central. Interested who we play after Then it's if we beat Rosario Central, we play Vélez, and then it'll be either Defensa or Boca in the final. Gonzalez did quite well. That goal he scored was quite fluky, but they all count. So, I suppose we come back for the Rosario Central game, and hopefully there'll be something else. As it stands now, the Rosario Central game is the only one. It's only 3 days. Maybe we just leave that game for. I don't know. I'd say maybe we play it. Maybe we skip it. It's Rosario Central in the Super League Cup quarter-final. We'll see. I probably will play it, but I just don't know what I'm going to put with it, because I don't want to play just one game. And as it stands, the next lot of games don't start till July. So we haven't got any transfer news to talk about. I will show you actually I'm interested to see how Andrade has already retired. Where did Eric Godoy go to? Brøndby. Oh, he hasn't played, but he's gone to Brøndby. But yeah, Lucas Beltran decided he wanted to leave. He has good stats. Like, his dribbling's quite good heading, quite good technique, determination's quite good. Jumping reach is only 5, but he is 5'9", so quite determined. But looks like he's off to England, Bristol City, Sheffield United, or Rem. I am going to add him to my ex-players shortlist, because I want to see where he goes, what happens to him. It was so disappointing. 12 games in total, 1 goal, 7 times off the bench, and he got 1 goal. He probably would have done better if it wasn't for Bologna. But at the end of it, there's not much I can do about it. If a striker isn't scoring, you're not going to be playing, especially when we only play 1. So with that being said, thank you very much for watching, guys. We will be back for the Rosario Central game. What we're going to do with it, I don't know. But leave a like, comment, subscribe. If you don't like the video, make sure to dislike it. Let me know why. Unsubscribe, all that good stuff. Thank you very much for watching, guys, and I will see you in the next video. Bye!